Hey, quick question. Have you ever known somebody who just appeared to have it all going on? They were absolutely phenomenal looking, and they had a real smooth talk. Every time they walked in somewhere, people were like, ooh, but for whatever reason, they just weren't feeling themselves. They just felt terrible and maybe just didn't even have like a good life. Like crap stuff always happened to them. Well, today I want to talk about the real reason as to why that happens. And no, it's not because people don't work hard enough. I mean, sometimes it is. But that's not what I'm going to say here. And it's not because they're not being positive. None of that. I mean, sometimes that also has to do with the case, right? But the biggest reason is because of this universal law right here. Now, if you've been watching any of our other videos, we've been going over the universal laws. Today we are on number 4, and that is the law of correspondence. Now, law number 1 is to refrain back to it to help you kind of understand. Now, law number 1 means that energy is. So everything in this entire universe comes from the same source, energy. So law number 4 is law of correspondence. Law of correspondence states, you might want to grab a notepad and pen. I'll wait in case you forgot or this is the first time you're seeing me. Okay. I think you got it. If not, you can pause this, watch it later, whatever. You got this, right? You got this. I know you do. That's why you're watching this. Okay, so anyways, law number 4 states that, the law of correspondence states that as above, so below. As below, so above. See that? I did a Z and then backwards. I just kind of noticed that on the screen. That was funny. But anyways, so what this means is, when you relate it back to law number 1, that energy is, it means that everything is connected in correspondence. That's why it's called the law of correspondence. So this means that the spiritual, the energetic realm, and the physical realm are all intertwined. This also means that our inner world and outer world are also connected. So regardless if you're working really hard, like I say, this stuff does matter. Regardless if you're working really hard, faking it till you make it with a smile on your face, being positive, like fake positive, and just kind of, and then, oh, this is a really good strategy. It's helped thousands of people, blah, 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 blah. But you could work that, and for whatever reason your inner world is just all gunky and messed up, your reflection of your inner world will reflect in your outer world. So that is why people work, or try all these different strategies, and then finally it works when they finally got to a point of disgust where they just want it to work so bad, or they just finally got into a later point in their life where they learned some final life lessons that got them through it, got them to a place to get to the belief, get their inner being into a state where they want to be. So this is why I say it's so much more than just energy and working, or not energy. Energy is everything. This is so much more than just slapping like a positive look on your face. Like it's more than just that positive woo-woo stuff. It's more than just working your ass off. You want to do that stuff too, not slap you. You want to feel it. So that's the thing. It's all about the emotional alignment. What is your inner energy like? Because once your inner energy is mastered, your outer world will begin to reflect how you feel. Well, it's always reflecting how you feel, but it's going to reflect in the way that you want it. So if you're someone who is like, yo, I know I've been working hard. I know I'm doing everything I possibly can, but for some reason I'm not receiving the results that I want to receive, and that quite frankly I should be, because I'm doing all the right pieces, then you'll definitely want to download the checklist that I put together. It's a mental checklist to make sure you are energetically, daily, and consistently giving off the right energy that you want to get into correspondence with in order to reflect what you truly want, not what you're held back by, your true vision, and reflect it into your outer world. So if that's you, go ahead and download it. It's in the description. It's free for you. But I put it together because simply, it's so funny because that we're speaking about law number 4 today. I knew about this law before I knew it was a law, if that makes any sense. I came to a point of disgust. I was working 80 hours a week in a single sales position. And I mean, it's different if you have multiple things going on, like whatever, but in a single sales position, and I was not receiving any results. And it wasn't because I was not working hard. Obviously, I was working really hard. I was going in before and after my team got there, everything. And it wasn't because I wasn't studying. I was hardcore studying. I was like networking. The 80 hours does not count anything outside of like physical work. I was also networking. I was copying, pasting all the top producers, but I was like rolling donuts almost every single day. Maybe, and then it was like random because I had all the pieces, but whenever I was like actually feeling good, not just like being like positive and just like enduring the day with a smile on my face, when I actually like was going with the flow and feeling free and happy, I would get like 3, 4, and depending on what business you're in, that might sound low, but like 3, 4 was like, you're a effing rock star, like if you do that in a day. So yeah, sorry, I just got a memory of something happened. But anyways, that is really the key. So you'll always want to make sure you're mastering your inner world. Like if you know you're doing everything right, you know you're putting out the work, and you know you're like strategizing correct. When something doesn't work, you're like going on to the thing that would be more efficient, better for your business, better for your life, better for your relationship, then that's the missing piece for you. It's just that your inner world, energetically, you're like physically gotta feel it. You can't like fake it. You gotta really feel it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm positive, I'm getting through the day. Like that'll just be subconsciously you're still giving off the vibe. It doesn't matter what you're saying, it matters like how you feel when you say it. So this is a little bit more prolonged towards the end of what I originally expected it to, but that is the scoop. That's law number 4. It's law of correspondence. If you want this to make more sense, you might want to go back and rewatch some of the other videos over law number 1, 2, and 3, as all the laws are always working and in alignment with each other, working with each other. As always, guys, dream big, live large, be live. I'll see you tomorrow.